Hello, this is Homegrown Veg. I've just been out for a walk with Molly. I'm a bit out of breath. We've just been across the snow line. There's a bit of snow about, so we've had a nice walk, haven't we, sweetheart? Here we have. Yeah, I've just got in. I'm ready for this brew. I've got to tell you, when you're out walking with the dog, you get ample time to think, don't you? You can think a bit straighter and you can reflect. And I've noticed that the seed potatoes are in the shops. So you may be thinking about buying your seed potatoes. But it made me recall what I did last year. And it also made me recall things I've seen on video since last year. And had I seen those videos on YouTube prior to growing potatoes last year, I might not have done it the way I did. But what I did last year was I set aside a lot of shop-bought potatoes and grew them on. And if you stay with this video till the end, you'll see some photographs of those potatoes that I grew last year. And you'll also see one that I'll sneak in of Molly hiding behind a tree and with the snow in the background, which is quite difficult to see. You might enjoy that. But anyway, for the purpose of this video, most of the videos I saw last year, or the ones that caught my attention, were people putting forward a theory that shop-bought potatoes might be sprayed with some sort of growth inhibitor. But it was too late for me then. I'd already saved them, I'd already planted them. And as it turned out, it wasn't a bad season. But I got to thinking about this growth inhibitor. And would farmers do that? Would shops do that? Would they spray potatoes? And the more you think about it, the more ludicrous it seems. Why would they do that? Imagine a farmer grows tons and tons of potatoes that he's going to sell into the food chain. Is he going to spray all those tons of potatoes with a growth inhibitant, a growth retardant, just so that people like me take one or two potatoes out of the veg box and grow them on, so that 99.9% of these potatoes he would have sprayed will just be eaten anyway? I mean, that sounds crazy, doesn't it? Look at this potato, for instance. I think this is Romano. Now you can see that potato has still got the dirt on it. So when was that ever sprayed with anything? You know, I'm going to eat that, and let me tell you this: if someone told me that potatoes in the store were sprayed with a growth retardant, I don't think I would want to eat them. Would you? Would you eat a potato that you thought had been sprayed with growth retardant? I don't think you would. Anyway, but that's an unwashed potato. Then we come to the washed potatoes. I think that's Jazzy or Charlotte. Both potatoes I grew last year. And that's a washed potato. So has that been sprayed with growth retardant? You seriously want to eat this if it has? Personally, I think growth retardant is a load of baloney. Okay, now you've got this far in the video, stay with it. There are some photos that are going to follow this that'll actually show you what I did last year with set aside store-bought potatoes. Then you decide. And if you decide there is no growth retardant, you may want to set some aside yourself. You may want to have a look on your veg rack now and see if there are some that you want to set aside. Chit them up. Once you've chitted them, that's a good indication that that potato is going to grow. There's nothing on that potato going to prevent it growing once they chit up. Is there not, Molly? Oh, Molly's agreeing with me, there isn't. Okay, so you may want to grow from set aside potatoes. I'm not saying these are better than certified seed potatoes. In fact, I'm not saying these are as good as certified seed potatoes. What I am saying is they will grow, they will produce potatoes, and I don't think there is any growth retardant on these at all. These potatoes are fine to grow. And all the potatoes I've grown last year, we've eaten them, and I'm still here making videos. I don't know whether these are more susceptible to disease, and let's face it, would you buy that and eat it if someone said that's more susceptible to disease, or that's more susceptible to disease? Would you buy it and eat it? I don't think you would. I'm not too sure they are more susceptible to disease. But what I am sure of is that if you set these aside and they throw the small sprouts, the chits, they will grow on, you will get a crop of potatoes and you will be able to eat them. I've done it, and the photos that are going to follow this will prove that to you. Okay, hope you've enjoyed this little thinking out aloud video. This is Homegrown Veg, signing off, but don't switch off. Look at the potatoes I grew last year, then you make a decision whether you're going to set some aside or whether you'll stick with certified seed potatoes. Here's the photos. Watch. Adios amigos.